11 of my bulk, and welcome to those of you joining me from the Netherlands. I've had some huge life changes that have happened to me in the last week, but I'm not letting that affect my training or my dieting at all. I'm still 110% on my diet and my training. I'm eating about 5,500 to 6,000 calories every single day, making sure that I'm getting plenty of carbs and plenty of protein, and making sure that I have the fuel that I actually need to build muscle, but also to have really immaculate workouts, really good workouts that are gonna build my strength, but also build my size. I feel like my training has really stepped up a notch since I started eating more food. I've been able to train harder and get better, more full pumps, and I'm losing a bit of my definition like we've been talking about, but it's completely worth it. For example, yesterday was leg day and I absolutely obliterated it. We did some speed deadlifting and I did 225 for sets of 20, and then 16, and then 14, and then 12. And by the end of that, my glutes were just lit and just perfectly pumped. Moved on to leg press, and then moved on to the glute machine, and then finished out with some isolations. My training has been absolutely completely on point. I feel really solid. Every time I finish my workouts, I feel like like that was the best workout that I've had in the last couple of months. So every single workout is better than the last one, which is exactly what I need and exactly what you need if you're trying to progress yourself, especially for something like a competition. You need to make sure that when you're bulking, you're doing better every time, because that's the only time that you really have to build yourself any better. And then when you have to cut, you have to just try to retain what you have. So we're trying to build as much as possible while I'm bulking here. Now, a lot of you have asked if I do cardio when I'm bulking, and I actually do. I do about 2 to 3 sessions a week of 10 to 20 minutes per session. And now, this is not to try to lose fat. It's not try to gain muscle and stay lean or something like that. It has nothing to do with fat loss at all. Actually, all it is just making it so that I can take oxygen in really well. It's called increasing your oxygen uptake. And what you're doing basically is increasing the amount of alveoli in your lungs. So doing cardio when you're bulking is beneficial because you're able to get more oxygen in when you're doing weights. So I always suggest at least 2 sessions a week when you're bulking, up to 3, maybe 4, but I wouldn't go excessive and I wouldn't do 20 or 30 minutes every day, because you're not trying to lose fat when you're bulking. You're trying to gain muscle. You're trying to use those calories, not trying to lose those calories, you know what I mean? After I got home from leg day last night, I felt a really weird pain in my armpit, and I raised my arm up and I could feel this just felt like a bruise, right? And it's right here, and I'm sure you can't see it, but it's very tender to the touch, and every time I would adduct my arm, pull it into my side, I could feel it kind of light up, and I was really nervous about that. Luckily today it's feeling a little bit better, and I think tomorrow it'll be fine for working out. But just because of that, I'm not going to do any posing in this video, just so I don't have to, play with any muscles that might be bruised or just slightly torn. Some exciting news is that I'm starting LoHiLo back up, and some of you guys know about LoHiLo. It's my routine that I created for bulking and adding strength at the same time, and it's really good workout for bulking. It's really good for cutting as well. But I really like the way it adds size to my body and my frame when I'm bulking, and I have that 5,000 to 6,000 calories to build with. So I'm starting that tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna start with HIT, high intensity, and then we're gonna go and do the strength on the second portion of the week. So you'll be seeing that towards the end of next week in my next video. Don't know what LoHiLo is? You can definitely just search it. It's LoHiLo. Just put it in the search box and it'll be the first video that comes up. But just a real quick recap of the split that it is. It's chest and shoulders together, back, bi, and tri together, and then legs on its own day. And then you repeat just like that. Very simple, but very unorthodox set of muscles to group together. And it's a very interesting pump, as well as a very interesting workout that affects your lifts in a different way than you're used to, because after you're done with chest and you move on to shoulders, you realize that your shoulders are already a little bit fatigued, so you're not able to push the same amount of weight. But for me, it builds mass on me very well, so I need to get back onto that. I was on a traditional split, and now we're going back to LoHiLo. And finally, something old that I used to do that I'm bringing back, so I guess technically it's new, is the jam of the week. So basically, I'm just gonna tell you what song it is, because I can't play it for copyright reasons, but I'm gonna tell you what song I've been jamming to for my workouts, and then you guys can go check it out, maybe see if you like it, maybe not. I have a very weird type of musical taste. But the jam of this week is Fuck With Me, You Know I Got It by Rick Ross and Jay-Z, I believe. You will love it if you like rap. It's real bassy and hard. Good for squats. All right, I think that sums this video up. Thank you guys for checking out this week's progress video. I'm sorry that it wasn't as exciting just because I can't flex and I can't move around and stuff, because I don't want to injure this anymore. I want to really baby it until I can work out tomorrow. If you're not following me on Instagram, please follow me at Thick Solid Tight. If you're not subscribed to my channel right now, I don't know what you're doing watching my videos not subscribed. Come on, hit the subscribe button. Other than that, let's have your die, MIRIN. Team Beyond the Week.